Check this out.
Hello, hello, hello. Welcome, everybody. Welcome. How's it going, Pop? Hope you are all well. I'm doing pretty good. Hopefully the same for you. Let me make sure that's set. Okay, there we go. It seemed like my mic was being overly sensitive for a second. I just wanted to make sure. Giving it a second. Okay. Anyways, what do we got first? Seems like somebody's still deciding. But yeah, I'm probably only gonna be going for around an hour and a half, 2 hours again tonight. We'll see how it goes though. There we go. Okay, Enya Anywhere Is. Okay, it's been a little while since we've heard some Enya. I don't even remember how long ago it's been. At least like, what, 2 months? Maybe 3? I don't know. It feels like it's been a while. Hello, Al. How's it going? How's it going? How's it going? We'll see if there's a official 4K music video. Something tells me this is not going to be in 4K, based on the fact that it's from 16 years ago, but who knows? We'll have to see in a second if it even gives the option. It might have been filmed in 4K, but I doubt we're going to actually be able to watch it in that. Oh, no, it actually is. Okay. I'm wondering, because from my understanding, the bigger YouTube channels, I don't know what the limit is. I think you have to be over 1 million subs. They get to do this thing where they can go back and replace videos with like new versions of themselves. So that's probably what they did. They actually were able to replace it with a 4K version. Interesting. I stand corrected. Alright, let's do this. Thank you so much, Renee. Alright, let me pause it here because I've already got a lot to say off rip within the first few seconds. But first, yeah, thank you so much, Renee. I really appreciate it. Did you have a song that you wanted me to play, or was it just in the list? But yeah, immediately I was like, this sounds like a song that Enya didn't make, but then Enya-fied. Like, it sounds like somebody else made this song, and then just, she took it, and then was like, let's make this more Enya. That my immediate thoughts on that. But yeah, I think it sounds good so far. It definitely is very Enya still. It just has a, it's almost like, in the way that it's melodic. It's like, it's faster paced. It feels more, what's the word for that? Not basic. closer to like an industry standard of how songs are structured compared to her other stuff. It doesn't feel too far off so far. We're only a minute in, so we've got a lot to go. But it does feel like it's sort of structured in a way that's closer to what a lot of other songs are versus her usual stuff. It feels kind of out there and a bit all over the place, I guess. So I don't know. That could just be a me thing. I missed everyone. Yes, it's in the list. Okay, perfect. Yeah, glad you're back. Crush by Ethel Cain. Okay, so that's a fast pass, and I will throw that in the fast pass list really quick, so we'll get to that after this. I've heard a little bit of Ethel Cain. I don't know what songs though. I can try to pull up the list really quick. Oh, thank you so much, Pop. I appreciate it. Let's see. With Matt Cardle, It's Only Love. Okay, cool. Thank you. So that's a guaranteed, which leaves 2 more guaranteed spots. So let me adjust that as well. We've listened to Matt Cardle before, haven't we? Or maybe I just happen to recognize the name. There we go. Was it? Oh yeah, I was pulling up Ethel Cain really quick just to. Okay, I don't have that song added, so I probably haven't heard it before. Because I remember the songs that I listened to, I'm pretty sure I mostly liked. Yes, once before. Okay, I was like, I recognize the name, but I didn't know for certain. Anyways, let's get back to the track.
Stars are the life that is to be mine, and will they let their light shine and not for me to follow? I look up to the heavens, the night is clouded over, the smoke of constellation, no Vela, no Orion.
It's a decently sized instrumental. First time I've ever read these. Picked me up there for a second.
When I first tried.
Okay, cool. Ooh, an AI ad. Very cool. Yeah, overall I'd say that's a pretty good song. It's in that weird gray area for me where it's like I enjoy the song, but I don't know how much I'd listen to it. Just because Inya is kind of a slower, her songs are pretty slow paced in general, and I have to be in the right mood to listen to them. So it's like I could definitely see myself listening to it again, but it's like a niche song for like a niche time that I'd want to listen to it, if that makes any sense. So definitely one that I could see myself coming back to. I have no idea when. But I do enjoy this one. It feels like I was talking about earlier, it feels a lot different from her other stuff. While at the same time being the same, because she has a very distinct style that's very evident in at least all the music that I've heard from her. You get the sort of echoey choir-like vocals throughout, the heavy emphasis on string instruments. It's very sort of like a quote-unquote like heavenly sound. I feel like if you heard something that was supposed to be correlated with heaven in any media, movies, whatever, it'd kind of be something like that. Strings, choirs, and then very whispery vocals, things like that. And yeah, but at the same time though, so we got the usual stuff from Inya mixed in with that very interesting, again, I want to say it's the melody that's kind of making it feel like it's somebody else's song that she just kind of Inya-fied, but it's quite a few elements, I'm sure. But I think the melody is the main thing. It just feels a bit more fast-paced, and it feels more, it's almost like a bit more pop-like, except for, again, Inya-fied. I hate to have to repeat myself too much on that, but it's very, very interesting and hard to describe. Released in 1995 as the lead single from her album The Memory of Trees, Anywhere Is became one of her biggest chart successes. It reached number 7 in the UK singles chart, her highest charting UK single. Lyrically, the song captures the idea of searching for a place of belonging, a metaphorical anywhere, which ties into Inya's recurring themes of timelessness, travel, and introspection. It's also, I don't know why that kind of sparked me, but it has that sort of like military marching beat to it the whole time, which I guess when you said anywhere, I think that really comes through, because I just picture an ongoing march towards wherever that goal is, like anywhere it is. Inya has 4 styles: dark and ominous, relaxing, haunting, and energetic. This feels more on the energetic side then. I feel like a lot of what I've heard is, no, I definitely within the first 3, dark and ominous, relaxing, and haunting. I feel like a lot of them kind of intertwine a little bit. Like you get a little bit of both. Even this one, I'd say it's both energetic and relaxing somehow. I feel like it kind of depends on the part of the song. When you get to like the instrumental, it feels more on the relaxing side. But at the same time, it's just the way that her vocals are set up in her music, it always feels like it's relaxing, even over a more energetic style. The marching beat has to do with the seconds ticking on the clock. Oh, it did. That makes sense. There was the clock in the music video. I didn't notice it though. Okay, I was kind of expecting the clock to kind of switch with it, but either way, it makes sense for sure. Okay, cool. Let me mark that one off. And then up next we have Rain 8's Crush by Ethel Cain.
Put this in.
Okay, top comment. This crackhead makes beautiful music. How's it going, Noel? Welcome back, welcome back. Let me make sure there's nothing too crazy going on in this music video. I know Ethel Cain makes stuff that's kind of edgy, so I gotta be kind of safe with it. I see there's a showering scene. Maybe I'll do the audio just in case, because I can't really get all the info just by scrolling through that. That'll give me a chance to pull up Spotify though. Hey, I haven't actually seen the music video, so I'm not sure. Yeah, it's probably mostly fine, but just in case, I'm going to pull up the Spotify. Okay, Crush. That's the right one. Yep. Next we have Squidward Knows by Cupcake. Is that an actual song title from Cupcake? All right, let's get into it. We got Crush, Ethel Cain.
His windows already passed, so he's shooting at the glass, keeping guns in his locker, and he denies it like it's actually important, but he likes that shorted. Watch him showing up wearing black, and he knows that his daddy's on death row, but he'll say it with his chest out. His friends moved out, he hasn't tried coke, but he's always had a problem saying now. His older brother backed the valedictorian. His mother said he's screaming, he should be more like him.
Okay, that chorus goes crazy. The mix from autotune and then it's some sort of like canny radio effect put on that is so good. I absolutely love that because the autotune kind of consolidates the vocals to more of a like it feels more pure, I guess. Like it's more put together on one hand. And it just when she does the little like vocal shifts like that and all that, I don't know, it matches with it so well, and I absolutely love that. And it's very, very catchy. So yeah, I immediately am going to be adding this to my playlist. And I like the full like first verse too, where it's sort of like that talking singing where it is melodic, but it's not like full on singing either. I don't know, something about that type of singing. Usually I end up liking the song 9 times out of 10. Couldn't say why, it just feels like that's the way that it goes. Anyways though, let's get back to it.
Your black eye and 2 kisses. Tell me when you wanna come and get him. I only want him if he says it first to me. I want him in the back of his mom's Mercury. He looks like he works with his hands and smells like Marlboro Reds. It makes me so I can't get enough of it. Something's been feeling lately. There's just something about you, baby. There's just something about you, baby. I'll just be crazy. I'll be crazy. I'm crazy enough till he hates me. Yeah, right. He fucking loves me. Love somebody, bitch, baby, come and get you some. Never watching you. Couldn't find a single but you look so cool. Can't let you out of corner.
Yeah, that was really, really good. I enjoyed that a lot. I really like the addition of the really like gritty guitar there at the end. It's either a guitar or a guitar-based synth, but whatever it is, I really enjoy that. It's just a nice cherry on top of the rest of the song. I also enjoy the section. There's like a lot of vocal production going on with just random ad-libs, backing vocals. You get a few layers just tacked on here and there. It's not like overdone anywhere. It's just every now and then. Well, not every now and then is a bit of a exaggeration. It's more than that. So I was under exaggerating, I guess. So it's like every couple lines or so, there's like some random ad lib or layer that's kind of getting thrown on there with the vocals, like in this last half of the song. And I'm really big on backing vocals in music. I think that they can add a lot of texture to a song and just make it that much better when done right. Although I feel like it's kind of hard to mess up backing vocals. I can't think of a time where ad libs or backing vocals, whatever, has actively taken away from a song. I'm sure there's examples out there, but I can't think of any right now. Usually it's definitely in the positive. Yeah, very solid song. I think it's very catchy throughout. Also, I can draw some parallels. I don't know if Ethel Cain is inspired by T Swift at all, but some of the singing styles feels very reminiscent of that. Because I know that she also does a lot of the sort of singing, talking stuff. At least with some of her newer songs that I've heard, even some of the older ones too, really. And even the style and like how she's singing kind of sounds similar. I might be out of my mind for saying that, but I can see some similarities. Either way though, very solid song. Crush was released in 2019 as part of her Golden Age EP. It was a haunting, almost hypnotic vibe with a washed out vocals and reverb heavy production, giving it a sort of nostalgic VHS era intimacy. It does have that VHS sort of sound. I was kind of picturing like an 80s living room when listening to it, which is a very specific thing to think of, but it was kind of going through my mind, just like an 80s scene. There's two shows on Netflix that are kind of similar to each other. One was like people with like secret superpowers or something, or they realized that they had like powers. Not Stranger Things, but I think it came out when that was still going on. I don't know what that one is called. I don't remember. I think the other one was Into the Fucking World or something though. And I don't know, I kind of picture that sort of style with this song too. Okay, so I'm not crazy about the T Swift thing. Feels so nostalgic somehow. Yeah, I want to say it's the guitar, and then of course the grittiness of some of the effects that are put on there that cause that. Definitely the reverb too, as Pop mentioned, but I think the guitar is probably the main factor with how it's being played and the effects that are put on it. Alrighty, let me take that one off the list. Excuse me. Next we have Al. Ooh, is that the new Nine Inch Nails song? 9 Inch Nails, As Alive As You Need Me to Be, the official lyric video. If I'm correct, this is the one that's going to be on the new Tron movie, which I am very excited for. That could be... It better be good, because I'm going to be mad if it's not. I love Tron so much. Okay, it is. I continue to pay for Netflix even though I haven't watched anything in months. Oof. Yeah, that's kind of like me with Hulu, except for I still am running student discount on Hulu, so it's not quite as bad. It's what, like $2 a month or something. And I definitely don't use an ad blocker on Hulu ads. That's something I definitely don't do. But yeah, I kind of get that. Netflix though is so expensive. I couldn't do it. I can't believe how expensive it's gotten. Because there's been things I've wanted to watch that are on Netflix, and I'm like, I'm not willing to pay for it. And I was doing that with Disney Plus too. I was just watching Star Wars on there, so I'd go like a couple months without watching anything, sometimes longer. And I was like, for how much I like Star Wars, it's kind of been going downhill recently, so I'm just gonna stop paying for Disney Plus. My roommate watches it. Oh, okay. Okay. So at least there's somebody watching it, so it's not like a complete waste. Okay. Anyways, though, let us get into this. I'm wondering if this, I imagine that this is the track that was in the background of the trailer that we watched last time, which from the parts of that song that we heard, I was enjoying it. If this is that song, I probably won't remember, but I imagine it probably is. Something interesting about As Alive as You Need Me to Be by Nine Inch Nails is that it's not an official Nine Inch Nails song, and that's the twist. Wait, what do you mean? Is it written in by somebody else or whatever? Let me get into it.
The way it makes me feel infection. It's almost like a tongue on the back of my neck. I never had a choice, connection. I never had a chance to catch my breath. It's eating up the space between us. It's eating up all remaining doubt. It's filling up the hole inside you. It's trying to find a way to let itself out. Give me something to believe in. All these hands have got a hold on me. Give me something to believe in. As alive as you need me
All right, let's pause it. I think that, yeah, this was the trailer song. I did actually connect the dots a little bit. So I heard the chorus a little bit beforehand already. I love this song a lot already. I can say that right now. I am very much an enjoyer of this song. As y'all know, some of y'all at least, I'm big on synthwave stuff, so right off the bat you get that synthwave bass. Ooh, it sits so nicely. And then on top of that, in the lyric video, you get the little like Tron bike lines popping up. Oh, I love that so much. But yeah, and then the chorus is just absolutely goated. This song to me is very reminiscent of one of their other songs. What is it? I'm gonna look it up, and while I'm looking it up, I'm also gonna add this to my playlist. Every day is exactly the same. Every day is exactly the same. I've been listening to that song a ton. It's really good. And this song to me feels very reminiscent of that. Both with how he's singing it. Again, we're back to that sort of like singing talking thing that we had in the last song, except for this is even more talking than singing. For like the verses. And kind of both do that a little bit. But yeah, so far so good. Really enjoying this. It's something Reznor might have made. There's no official connection, making it part of a long... Oh, I missed your previous comment. However, the song actually comes from a different artist, usually traced back to lesser-known acts from the early 2000s that circulated on P2P file-sharing platforms like Napster, LimeWire, or Kazaa. Well, it feels like something Reznor might have made. There's no official connection, making it part of a long history of mystery tracks and digital era miscrediting in the Nine Inch Nails fan community. Really? So this is a lost, it's like partially lost media then, the original song. Like it exists, but it's not, nobody knows the artist. That is so interesting. And that, oh my god, that fits so well with Tron too. The idea of it being like, oh, it's lost media, and I don't know, it feels like it connects so well. This is according to ChatGPT. I'm taking its word on it for now. Has Daft Punk vibes to it? Oh, for sure. I think, well, to some extent. Daft Punk, I think, is a lot more dance. They're definitely different, but I can, like, this still fits the vibe. 100%. How's it going, Gregory? Love the emojis, as per usual. How's it going, guys? It's going pretty good over here. Listening to a good Nine Inch Nails track. Anyways, let's get back to it.
Always gonna go this way, there's no turning back. Never any other way, there's no turning back. Everything for a reason, everything for a reason, everything for a reason, everything for a reason.
I forgot about this section too. I love this.
Give me something to believe in. All these hands have got a hold on me. Give me something to believe in. As alive as you need me to be.
And now we can really get those Daft Punk vibes. Goated song. Yeah, I really love that. I love that there is some, with that last section, I feel like a lot of that was sort of homage to Daft Punk. I haven't heard the original song, so I can't say if it was already like that, but I have a feeling this is drastically different from the original song, so I assume. But it feels like they're paying homage to that sound. Obviously they kind of have to, considering it is for Tron, and that soundtrack by Daft Punk is notorious for that movie, so it's like you kind of have to make it sound similar, but that to me felt like it was actually like more of a shout out more than anything. But yeah, really good song. Love the chorus to it. Love the vocals of their lead singer. I don't know his name, but his vocals are really unique, and they just hit a nice spot for me. Nice spot in the brain. They're sort of gravelly, and I don't know, it's like cadence and how he speaks is just, it's perfect. it feels like it fits a nice gritty vibe, which is what I'm kind of expecting from Tron, where it's like this gritty digital world. Yeah, very cool. Absolutely enjoyed that. With the new trailer and this song, I'm majorly excited for Tron Ares. Me too. I don't want to get my hopes up too much, just because, I mean, the movies that have had, why did I forget his name? 30 Seconds to Mars guy. I just blanked on it. Oh, what is his name? He was Morbius or whatever too. Or Morpheus. Was it Yeah, it was Morbius because it's Morbin time. I'm a little worried just because I feel like all the movies that guy's been in recently have been kind of bad. But that being said, I don't think he's a bad actor. So I still think that there's high hopes. I think the movies being bad was more on the writers and not on him, because I think he's really good at acting. Anyways, though, what do we got next? We've got Pop Defender with John Farnham, Burn Down the Night. Then after that, I think I'm just gonna start doing randoms. I'm gonna start spinning. Although there's a non-zero chance I get to all the songs tonight either way. We'll see. Am I crazy? I feel like he's kind of like emulating Billy Joel's vocal style. I might be wrong. I might be wrong, but it almost sounds like he's sort of emulating that sound. Anyways, I'm just gonna actually get back to it. Well, I do want to mention that the chorus is nice. I do like the chorus. But anyways, let's get back to it. Okay, y'all might know what I'm about to say about this last part of the song. The length of this fade out is ungodly. It's so long. Alright. Alright. Despite the fade out, I think it's a pretty good song. I cannot believe how long that was. It's just... Why? Why is a fade out ever that long? I don't get it. But yeah, I really, really like the choruses. I like the sort of like interjections of the electric guitar, where it's like you're getting like pieces, like bits and pieces of a guitar solo, throughout the last half of the song. Like it doesn't feel like it's one long consistent guitar solo. It feels like it's sort of chopped up and just interjected in the perfect spots, just like back and forth throughout. And I think that's really interesting and I like it a lot. That being said, I'm not huge on the verses. They're kind of whatever. I don't think they're like super catchy, or I don't know. I'm not like eager to hear the verses, but I do enjoy the choruses a lot, especially with some of his vocals, like, because each chorus is a little bit different with how he sings it. Some of his vocals on some of the choruses sounds really, really good. And I really, really appreciate that. But yeah, I think his vocals and the guitar work are my favorite parts of the song. And then the chorus, and then last but not least, the verses. Well, maybe a little bit on the least. And below that, though, is the fade out. That was a crime against humanity. No fade out should be that long. I stand by that. It's very hard, I feel like, for fade outs that are that long to be like worth putting in a song. One interesting aspect of Burn Down the Night is how it encapsulates the transformation Farnham underwent during his career resurgence. In the mid to late 1980s, Farnham shifted from his earlier, more traditional pop style into a sound infused with rock energy and contemporary production techniques. You can kind of see the shift. You can sort of see it's like back and forth a little bit almost. I wouldn't even say it's like strictly rock though. I don't even know what I'd call that. He does kind of sound like Billy Joel in parts. That's what I'm saying. It really does sound like him during those verses. I could be convinced that, because there's two voices in those, that one of the voices was Billy Joel. What's up, Josh? Spinderella. What song will you... I don't know. I was gonna do a sick rhyme, but the rhyme's not coming to me right now. Alright. Wheel of Names. All right, everybody's got a pretty there's a 1 in 4 chance you get your name brought out of this, so I think we're probably gonna get through all of these. I don't want to get anybody's hopes up, but I think there's a very good chance of that happening. All right, you can see well enough through the rat, I suppose, so let's spin 3, 2, 1. Oh, it's not doing it. It's frozen. It's broken. Let me refresh it. Yeah, okay, that was weird. All right, 3, 2, 1. There we go. It faked us out on the first one. All right, who could have guessed? Who could have guessed? I'm gonna have to switch the wheel because it's the... I've said this the last couple times, but now I'm like, I'm 100% certain Crichton John is one of the coders who put this wheel together, because it's... I think he's gotten it every single time but once. Uncross them. Alright, so first we've got Crichton John. Let me mark that. I'll do the next spin now, actually. Get 2 lined up, and then we'll see how we go from there. Alright, let's do this. Then up next we have Parallel Piped 2. Parallel Pipe 2, are you here? Are you in the chat tonight? Okay, you are. Perfect. Alright. So we've got 2 songs lined up. Like I said, I'll probably be adding more in a minute here. We'll see how it goes, but I'll probably be getting through these pretty quickly. Hello, hello, hello. Welcome, welcome, welcome. All right, so first let's pull up Crichton John's song, which is Kylie Minogue Story. Let me mark that off. There we go. Got a little bit of a visualizer.
Wanna glow up?
All right. There we go.
I had a secret that I kept to myself, yeah. I had a one-way ticket that was going nowhere. You could be the one. You could
I might
be
already
my
like this
sun.
one.
Everything is fine till the walls come close and take away the light. Run into the night. Everything will be alright. You said, turn another page, baby, take the stage. You know the stars are coming for you. Living in the flow, baby, feel the glow. You know, you know, you know. You were the one putting out that fire. And when the rain came down, I couldn't get much higher. Yeah, you could be the one. You could be my sun. Everything is fun till the walls come close and take away the light. Run into the night. Everything will be alright. You said, turn another page, baby, take the stage. You know the stars are coming for you. Living in the flow, baby, feel the glow. You know, you know, you know. Turn another page, baby, take the stage. You know the stars are coming for you. Living in the flow, baby, feel the glow. You know, you know, you know. I didn't walk a little outside or fall in the night sky. I didn't let the world know I was fighting a big fight, fighting the dark light, raging hard on the inside. Hard on the inside. You said, turn another page, baby, take the stage. You know the stars are coming for you. Living in the flow, baby, feel the glow. You know, you know, you know. Turn another page, baby, take the stage. You know the stars are coming for you. Living in the flow, baby, feel the glow. You know, you know, you know. You're part of my story.
All right, kind of got to pause it here right towards the end of the song. This one, this one sort of slipped by me. It's a pretty fast, like it feels like it goes by really quick listening to this one. That's always a great sign. This is a really good song. I'll say that now. Probably gonna get a lot of my final thoughts out of the way really quick, but I still got a little bit to go. But I'm pretty confident that it's gonna stay good for the last 30 seconds. Yeah, really good song. I think her vocals are spectacular on this one. The chorus is very catchy. It's similar to the last song we heard from her. I forgot what that one was called. Where it's like, it's sort of like, there's nothing too crazy going on here. Nothing that's like blowing my mind. That's like really unique and new. But that being said, I think it's way better than the last one. Just because the chorus is a lot catchier, and I think her vocal performance is even better. That and just the bass production I'm actually enjoying a lot more. So yeah, very, very solid song so far. Anyways, let's get to what I believe is a outro slash bridge, maybe? We'll see. Okay. See, that's a lot more of a forgivable fade out. Yeah, my thoughts still remain the same. Very good song. I think the outro is nice because it added a little bit more variation towards the end of the song. The song was pretty short, so it didn't necessarily need it, but I think I'm very happy that it did switch up just a little bit right there at the end, so you didn't have to hear the chorus like 2 or 3 more times right there at the end, because the chorus is already really repetitive in this. So if it was tacked on a few more times, I probably would have been like, okay, a little too much, but that was a good way to end it off. Yeah, very solid song. I've been loving Kylie Minogue putting out bangers with these newer albums for sure. They're very, very solid. You get a few songs that are super, super unique, and then you get a lot of these where they're like, yeah, nothing's going on too crazy, but they're very solid songs. Like, they're not bad by any means. And yeah, it is really easy to get into stuff, at least for me. As somebody that sort of likes the 80s sounds, the more synth-wavy styles, this type of stuff. And dare I even say slightly house music? I sure hope her next album is as consistently good as this Tension. I have a feeling it will be, considering these last 2 albums seem to be very, very similar to each other. Unless she finally is out of that sound and was like, I want to do something else, but we'll find out. It will be. Problems have been hit or miss. Don't test me. Always at least 2 or 3 great songs though on each. I can't say confidently on anything on that, since I've mostly only heard a few songs from her older stuff, but mostly the newer songs. She was in one of the Doctor Who Christmas episodes. Really interesting cameo, I suppose. I used to watch Doctor Who a long time ago. I might have been like 4th or 5th grade or something. Maybe even, oh, probably not before that. Probably 4th or 5th grade. Maybe, no way it was 3rd. Whatever. We get the idea here. And I did enjoy it then. I very vividly remember the Weeping Angels, and then whatever that robot is that says, exterminate. That is like a vocal stem for me. I didn't even know that she was an actress, to be honest, Pop. That makes even more sense then. So it's probably less of a cameo then and more of like an actual role, question mark? Daleks. Okay, yeah, I recognize the name. I didn't know that's what they were though. Okay. Up next we have Parallel Pipes song, Left 4 Dead, Lake Roswell. Lake Roswell. Why does that sound familiar? Lake Roswell. Is that a... I feel like I've heard that name before. Just out of curiosity, Parallel Piped, is this an artist that you're familiar with, know in real life, or is it you? I always like to ask that if it's a really, really small indie artist that somebody's putting up. Okay, I haven't heard any songs by them. Pulling it up on Spotify. I don't know why that name sounds familiar. There must be like a song or title that's very, very similar. This is an artist in my local area. She just released her first album. My best friend hangs out with her. Oh, sick. Okay, cool. All right, awesome. Yeah, we'll give it a listen.
Love.
Let me mute that ad really quick. Getting some interesting CGI here at the beginning. Yeah, I'll mark this one off. Yeah, we love listening to indie artists around here, so perfect. Like Roswell. She became the star from an Australian soap. When her first single took off, she became a huge in Europe as a singer since the late 80s. Okay. Yeah, like I said, I had no idea she was an actor before she put out music. I've only known her as a musician. Okay, let me put that down. Alrighty, let's hear it. I'm liking the vibe so far. Very eerie.
You finally broke my heart. Do it again. I know I was asking for it, and I am again. You finally left my life. I'm impressed. I'm impressed. Dragged me through the mud and stained my dress. You never want to see me again, but I'm still your dog and I follow your scent. You know I'm scared of the world. Oh no, you're making it worse. Why is it always everything on your terms?
Oh, that was a fun sound.
Side of the road with a rose in my hand, vines wrapped around my legs, pale pink baby doll dress, left for dead. A hollow eyes, that's what you like, right? Nothing left to do here but beg. You snow.
Let me pause it really quick. I'm curious, did this 2 months ago? Okay, I was like, did this come out around Halloween by chance? It has the very like Halloween, like witch sort of vibe to it, which I'm all for. I really like the creepy sounds that this one has so far. The instrumental, it's so, I don't know, like I like that it's, how do I word this? Because there's nothing like, other than that like one really cool sound, it's pretty repetitive. You just hear the same sort of eerie instrumental mostly throughout what we've heard so far, and I don't know, it fits so nicely with the vocals, because it's, oh my god, I'm trying to picture how to word this, because it's so, you know, I don't hear very many songs quite like this where it comes down to an instrumental matched with vocals in this format. Why this is very tough for me to describe right now, because I think it just helps really build a creepy and eerie atmosphere by having the random like sort of bells and just these random synths kind of thrown in there. I don't know, but I'm enjoying it so far. I'll see as I'm listening to the rest of it, I'll see if a more consistent thought process builds up in my mind.
And ice me out, but I'm still your dog, and I wait on the shelf. You know I was scared that
I also like that the skeleton matches the same clothing that she's wearing.
I can't let this go unpunished. If you don't think I can be cold and unfeeling, honey, then you've got another thing coming. I'll be the reason you drink today as I crawl back to
The production in this last third of the song goes absolutely crazy. I really, really love that build-up that we got there. In fact, I wish that the build-up started a little bit earlier so we really started getting that variation a little sooner. Because the song is a little bit long for how repetitive it sort of is. That being said, though, I do think it's a very unique and interesting sound. Like I said, I haven't really heard a format quite like this. The closest I can think of is a song, what is it? Silent for the Feeling or something. So I think it's something Poets, Silent Poets, I think sing it. Let me pull it up. Yeah, Silent Poets, Asylums for the Feeling. I kind of get a similar vibe with that song, and maybe another song by Low Roar. Like, those two combined. What is it? I'll Keep Coming. That song, I think, has also a similar build-up. So that's two songs that are sort of similar, but still not quite the same as this. And they definitely don't quite give off the same vibe either. So I'm very happy with this. I think definitely when it comes to indie artists, it feel like you can hear more of the indie artists during the verses when it's either that there's less vocal effects or that since the production is a little bit more stripped back, you can hear the vocals, like the actual quality of the vocals, how it's recorded. It's more evident that it's an indie artist. But once you get into those choruses, I couldn't tell. And that being said, I do enjoy that indie sound where everything's a bit more raw. I think it's like a nice touch. Thanks for your comments. I think she uses weird electronic sounds in her songs. Oh yeah, I love the electronic like sound inclusions because I've always been a huge fan of interesting sound thrown into music, whether it's outdoor like weather, nature, that type of stuff, or it's just really interesting synths kind of thrown in throughout. I think that's a really fun sound. This in general though, I think the production is by far my favorite part of the song. I really, really love the production on this song. Really love it. Yeah, overall, very solid song. I don't know if it's one I'd listen to all the time, just because it feels like you got to be in a certain mood to want to listen to it. And that goes for those other two songs that I was talking about earlier. You got to be in a nice mood for it, but I think when that mood strikes, it'll be a good song for that. But yeah, cool. Anyways, back to the wheel. Let me leave a like. Actually, I'll do a little fire emoji, as I do usually. Okay. Up next. Oh yeah, we've got wheel. So let me... Okay, we've got two more people, so let me add them to the wheel for the next ones. Alright, Spinderella. Who we getting next? And we've got... This one's close! Black 4 Diamond. Black 4 Diamond, are you here? Gotta double check. Crush your fingers for me. I got my toes crossed for you. I'm here. Okay, perfect. Let's see. And your song is Take Off Your Pants, Indigo de Souza. Alright. No. If I wasn't on stream, I'd take off my pants. I probably could. I think I'd be fine. You'll never see below my my like waist anyways. Not even like just barely below my chest. What's up, Triple Star Hunter? Welcome back. Welcome back. Okay.
I had actually
Has it really been that long, Triple Star? Time flies, because it doesn't feel like it's been that long. Maybe it has, I don't know. But yeah, welcome back. Take them off already? Okay, they're off. Nah, I definitely. We'll say that I don't have my pants on right now. Maybe I do, maybe I don't. Alrighty. Anyways, let's get into it. Indigo de Souza, take off your pants. Okay. Vibe's already kind of going crazy.
When am I gonna get out of bed like everybody else does? Everybody else does. When am I gonna get a better head like everybody else does? Everybody else does. When am I gonna go back to school like everybody else does? Everybody else does. When am I gonna start being cool like everybody else is? Everybody else is. Now that everyone's gone, I can tell you the truth. I don't love you, I like you. Now that everyone's gone, I can tell you it hurts. Honey, I am just like you.
Alright, let me pause it here. This is a certified banger. I'm really enjoying this. I love these vocals. Instrumental goes crazy. I don't know. It's just hitting all the right marks for me right now. I would go more into detail, but I don't know how to explain how I like this, but I do enjoy it a lot. I feel like there's definitely a lot of other music that I personally listen to that kind of fits in this vein of whatever this is, like indie rock, but also it's like a nostalgia indie rock or something. Whatever it is, I enjoy it though. Finished my college just a month ago, so I was studying all this time. Hey, just same. No, I 100% get that. I was having a rough time for those last few months. Had to not sleep at all to be here and say hello, but it's fine. Well, hopefully you don't get too tired, but thanks for stopping by. I appreciate it. Sleep is overrated. Yeesh. Yeah, kinda. Also, man, that's one thing. I wish I didn't have to sleep so bad, because I love staying up late. That's like, I'm such a night owl, and it sucks because I can't be a night owl. I just cannot do that, but I love doing it so much. All those noises are super cool. I wish vocals were somewhat pushed deeper into the mix, like more lo-fi. Oh, like it's sort of a little bit more drowned out or something. I can kind of see that. I'm happy with where it is, but I see the vision. I see the vision for sure. Excuse me. Anyways, let's get back to it.
When am I gonna find a better man like everybody else does? Everybody else does. When am I gonna follow through with my plans like everybody else does? Everybody else does. When am I gonna find a better man
Interesting way to end that song off. I really like that song. I would say it's my favorite of the night if it wasn't for a few of the other songs. We've just had a lot of good songs tonight, so it's hard to make a choice. It's up there for sure. I really like that one. Let me make sure I add that to my playlist. Sometimes I forget to add songs, so if I really like them, I'm like, okay, maybe I should add it right now. Take off your pants. And you know, with a title like that, I didn't think it'd be this good. There we go. And I guess now I can put my pants back on. Alright, we're good to go. I would rather be experiencing than sleeping. Hey, facts. I respect that. What these crowns mean? That's a question we've all been asking, because technically it's like the more you chat and stuff, you get like higher up ranked with the crowns, where there's like a top 3. They mean like pretty much nothing, but they exist. Sometimes people get number 1 and they don't say a word. Sometimes it just like someone that talks a lot gets nothing. It makes no sense. So we'd all like to know exactly how that works. Alrighty, let's do the next spin. Make sure I get everybody in there if they're not already. Looks like we've got everybody though. Okay, here we go. Spinderella, tell us who we got next. We've got Bryberk. Bryberk. Are you still here? Yeah, but for some reason I typed more and got down to 3rd place. That's what I'm saying. It makes zero sense. Bryberg is here. Okay, so we've got Davina McCall, Wet Leg. Another interesting name. Let me mark that one off the list. Alrighty. From Big Brother, Davina McCall? I don't know. Anyways, let's get into it. Wet Leg, Davina McCall. Music video already going crazy. pause it here. What the hell? What is that part of the music video have so much more viewer time? Whatever. This sounds really, really good. I pretty much immediately was getting into it, especially with the added on music video. I love claymation. So that's a big old plus for me for sure. But yeah, the song sounds great. Vocals are fantastic. Instrumental, pretty good too. It's mostly just a guitar, but those little synths or keyboard, whatever it was, sounded nice. I did like that addition. And I'm not saying that the production needs to be any crazier, because I like it how it is. I'm just saying it's not like, there's no like huge thing going on. But we'll see where this takes us. Right now though, I'm very, very much enjoying this.
Say something to make you smile. I'll be your Shakira whenever, wherever you know I come sailing through the stormy weather. Oh, just that kind of love. Never will I leave you stranded on an island. You know I will hold you tighter than a pipe. And oh, just that kind of love. Dreams and too soon. When I'm with you, I go to hell and back just to spend an hour with you. Just saying I'll come through. It's kinda cold on earth anyway when you're not around. That's like a nice story to see. That's like
Trying to fix his wings. Alright, yeah. Another banger. I really, really like that song too. I think the instrumental does build up a little bit more towards the end for sure. But yeah, the vocals I think are the main highlight for me. I really, really enjoy the vocals. And I could watch this music video a ton more times. I'm getting really distracted by the music video. It's just it's that cool. I love the claymation stuff so much. And I feel like I haven't seen as much claymation projects as of recent. They felt like they were a lot bigger in like the 2000s, like 2000 maybe up to like 2015 or something. And now they've kind of, they're not as huge as they were. Don't get me wrong, they were also popular way before then too, but in music video wise, I feel like I didn't see quite as many. This sounds nothing like her. Okay. Hosted the original UK Big Brother for many years. I've never watched Big Brother before. Odd Harmonies. No, I kind of see where you're coming from with that. It is, especially when it comes to the vocals, you get like the slight whispery vocals off to the far left. And then you get the more centralized one, and I believe that the actual main vocals are slightly off to the right. Nice song, like the vibe. Yeah, the vibes are immaculate. They absolutely go crazy. This almost feels like a happier version of the last song, vibe-wise. I might be alone on that, but I feel like there's definitely a lot of similarities between this song and the last song. It like two indie songs focused on I don't know, like they're very indie sounding. And you get the lead female vocalist. That might be where these similarities end though. All right, anyways though, back to the wheel. We'll see if we got any new names to add. And we do not, so let me do the next spin. Here we go. And we've got Joshua. Joshua, are you still here? I have a feeling you might be, but we'll double check. Also, make sure I add that one too before I forget. Haven't we listened to Wet Leg before? I think. Let me double check. At least not on Spotify. I don't have a thing added, but I'm pretty sure I did like a song by them a long time ago. I must have not added it because I recognize the name, like thinking back on it. Okay, Joshua is here. So assuming nobody else pops in, let me mark no, I'm not going to do any more guarantees for tonight. I'm going to just put that down to 0 because I want to get through at least all the free requests we have at this point, considering it's just guys after this one. So we've got Olivia Newton-John, been a while, with the Silvery Rain. Is this a music video? What am I looking at? I think so. I clicked on the 4K one though. You've had a wet leg once or twice spilling your water. That's, yeah, that's true. That is unfortunately true. Was it, I'm trying to remember if it was on stream or not last time I spilled. It wasn't. Okay, so the other day I was drinking coffee. This was terrible. So I just got this new wireless mouse and it's hard for me to get used to it, and because I can just kind of have it wherever. Like I can put it in front of things, like there's no wire, so I don't have to worry about anything blocking that. So I had my coffee mug in front of it where I'd usually have the wire, so I couldn't place it there. And I went to push the mouse and then I spilled my coffee. It went into my computer a little bit and I was freaking out. I'm like, oh no. Luckily, it barely went into the top vent on my computer and then down the inside glass pane. So none of it got on any of the components, and it wasn't very much. There's only a few drops that got in, but I was freaking out because I'm like, oh no. And of course it got all over my desk mat. Some of it got on my keyboard, all over my lap. Oh, that was terrible. Man, and I feel like usually I'm not that bad at spilling things, at least non-water things. That was terrible though. That sucked. Anyways though, let's get into this track. Olivia Newton-John, Silvery Rain. Silvery Rain. Silvery Rain. That feels like a tongue twister. I like that Streamlabs has the #2 crown right now.
Butterflies danced on invisible strings, showing wings they borrowed from a rainbow. And a blackbird on high sang a praise to the sky.
Good vocals.
Nothing moves now but the swaying rock corn. Not a dawn is greeted with a bird song. There's a feather or two from a bird that once flew.
Alright, let me pause it really quick. That last video just had the little angel guy. Some may call him a bird, who once flew. Wasn't able to fly anymore. What a coinkydink that we get that line right after that. Anyways, though, we'll get back to it. Oh. Wait, he's not actually playing that with a lute, is he? Or is that just for the music video? What the hell is happening? Alright, I'm gonna pause it there. I know we're getting close, I just want to be safe. The music video is really weird for that section, but I really love that instrumental. I guess it's a bridge where it's placed at in the song. I love that instrumental bridge a lot. Kind of simple, but it sounds so good. With the whatever that sound was, that was sort of like horn-like, but not really. It almost kind of sounds like a really bassy string as well. I don't really know what it was, but whatever the hell it was, it sounded really cool, and I thought it was awesome. Yeah, the music videos though was creeping me out a little bit with all the faces coming out of the silvery water. I'm not sure how I feel about that. Otherwise though, I think this song is so far really good. Heavy emphasis on the vocals being a large factor of that though. Silvery Rain, as performed by Olivia Newton-John, a powerful early environmental anthem. Originally written by Hank Marvin and first recorded in 1971, Olivia's version appeared on her Physical album. Called out the dangers of pesticide pollution and the fragility of nature's balance. Interesting. I would need to pay more attention to the lyrics, I think, to connect those dots. Music video is stark and haunting. Children in lifeless settings, polluted water, and survivors living inside protected bubbles. Oh, you know, it's making a little bit more sense now. So it's like, it's very post-apocalyptic, what they're going for. Like, I got that there's like, I don't know. It was kind of confusing. That clears a lot of that up. We'll get back to it though, for this last minute. Alright, cool. Yeah, overall, very solid song. Again, I think that the vocals are the main factor for me that made me enjoy it so much. I just think she did a really good job singing on this one. Some of her vocal runs were just... where she'd go up in more of a higher pitch falsetto, something close to that. I just really enjoyed that. It clicked right with me, and I don't know. That's maybe some of the better vocals that I've heard from Olivia Newton-John, thinking about it. I think it's gotta be. But that being said, I think the instrumental bridge is also one of my absolute favorite parts of this song. It felt unique, and I just like the change of pace from what we had previously. It was a little bit out of left field, but it worked really well. Yeah, very solid song. Once again, got a lot of good songs tonight. Anyways, we've got... Alright, nobody else has joined the queue, Guz. So, Guz, are you here? If you are, we'll get to your song next. I can spin the wheel if you want. Alright, here we go. I wonder who's gonna get this one. Guz is here, perfect. Hell yeah. We have a winner. Okay. Ooh, okay, hell yeah, we got more Suicide Squad. Not Suicide Squad. And I can't say that on YouTube. S-Boys. Okay, there we go. YouTube, please forgive me. I don't know how much they pay attention to the live streams until after, because they post as a video a little bit later. That's when they might care more. Okay. I've been rocking out whatever the last one you sent in. I've been listening to that one a lot. The one that was one of their newer songs. Okay. With Black Smurf. Oh wait, I'll just go to the audio just in case. Usually I don't have problems with lyric videos. In fact, I never have, but there's more of an opening for them to try to take down my video if I use both the artist and the lyric video. That is one of their better releases in a while, the newer one. Granted, I haven't heard a lot of their newer stuff, but I did enjoy that one. Feature was going crazy. Okay, and So It Was by the S-Boys. Let's do this. That percussion comes in so nice.
Turning a gun to ash like the phoenix. Weed in the bag that lead it. Whenever I feel defeated, feeling like the cash that keeps bleeding. But even the cup will listen when the attention is healing. Don't even know why I rap, I know y'all don't get the meaning. Even though I'm broke, I know you see me shining like you're staring at the sun. See me loaded like you're staring down the gun. The whole world sticking the cash like a piece of fucking gum. That is where I'm from. Well, I'm here to pop bubbles and bump. Got bags full of skunk.
Bags full of
All I
scum.
gotta do is sell them, man. I'm fucking done.
Alright, let me pause really quick. First of all, this is maybe the longest S-Boys song that we've heard. It's like 5 minutes long. That's actually crazy for them. I'm actually so excited about that, because a lot of their songs are cut too short. Like, I appreciate short and sweet songs, but at the same time, there's a few that I'm like, this could be like, actually, for pretty much all their songs, they could be longer and I'd still enjoy them. But at the same time, with them being as short as they are, you have no worries about like that's less time. So okay, let me collect my thoughts here for a second. When you have less song or less time in the song, that's less of a chance that there's going to be a bad section of the song if you enjoy the song. But yeah, so far this is really good. I think the flow on this is incredible so far. Vocals sound fantastic. Production is really, really good. There's like a sort of like synthy horn or something. I don't even know what it was, but it was right before the drop off in sound. That was awesome. I really love that. Like up into the drop off, and the drop off went crazy too. So far the production is very solid. This could be up there for one of my favorites. I know I'm saying that kind of early, but I am really enjoying this. What's up, Jessica? A little birdie told me that you like horns and music. Whoever that little birdie is so right. I do like horns a lot. Apparently most of their songs on the new album will be 4 to 5 minutes. Really? That's actually kind of exciting. I mean, that could be scary too if the songs aren't very good, but we'll have to see. You know Rebel Bucket. I've never heard of Rebel Bucket, Jessica. Anyways though, but I'm always excited to hear new people. Let me keep on going with this one. And I appreciate it, Jessica. I just realized what thumbtack was.
Never look sober, just looked over. I do you kill a rat, turn to a cobra. Got no love for a plainer, sold my soul to Satan. Purple always on me like I was drafted by the Ravens. Got them drugs in my eyes, on my side, on my mind. Grim Reaper of my time with the 9 on my side. No need for a shooter, so make
Those
no
might just be
mistake.
ones.
You looking death in the face when you play with my cake. You know the blunt stay lit. Junkie steady robbing, let the blade get to work. If we got a fucking problem, hold steady jock, hate steady knock. That's how life's been ever since we got it poppin'.
Ready to leave it. Cash on my mind at this point, I don't need shit. Smoking all the time, man, I swear really straight. Attitude opinion, man, I swear you can keep it. Grind OD so I don't struggle tomorrow. Hustle every day so I ain't stuck in the sorrow. Still spraying for the cash while you playing catch up. Let's see how many niggas switch when the money come up. For real hustle.
You were very right about the sample goes. Sample goes super crazy on this one. That was really good, and I like how they sort of subverted my expectations a little bit with that last section, just because it's like a fake fade out. It starts to fade and then it just kind of goes muffled, but it doesn't quite get super quiet, and then it picks back up and then sudden cuts off. That's a good way. If let's say you really want to put a fade out in your song and you want to make it really long for some reason, that's a good way to do it, because it's not a full fade out and it still has that sudden cut off right there at the end to make it feel complete. I love that a lot. Production is really good on this one. Sample's awesome. I like all the verses. They all did a wonderful job. I'm a little surprised. I was about to say I'm not surprised because it's them, but I'm a little surprised just because this is one of their earlier songs, I believe. So I am more or less surprised because what? Maybe not super early. About like mid-career. I don't really know how long they've been around, but I don't know if I've heard stuff before this. I don't know exactly when it came out. Well, whatever. Either way, goated song. Really enjoyed it. Probably one of my favorites from them, actually. Let me add it to my playlist really quick. Because I have a problem where, especially with them, where there's a few songs that I've heard from them that I need to like go back and figure out what they were because I didn't add them immediately. So I don't remember the names. There we go. These horns in their music, alternative, if you like that. I probably do like that. Because alternative is one of my favorite genres for sure. And then of course horns are great. If you have the song, you can throw it in chat and I'll put it in. Usually I'd have you go through the request queue, but that'll be the last free song I take before the guarantee track. If you have one in mind, really quick. Also, let me make sure I don't want any last minute pass spots, so I'll mark that off. I have a song that has horns and most of the beat that I can put in a request for next week. I think you'd enjoy. Hell yeah. Yeah, I'll take it, guys. I'd love to hear it. I've really been enjoying their music. It's been tough for me to not just go and just listen to it on my own. That goes for a lot of artists that I really like to listen to that I want to check out more of. But they're definitely up there right now for me of just a band I really want to listen to, but I'm kind of waiting because I like doing the reactions to them. I also ran across Mew Moss last night. Lots of horns. Another artist I don't think I've heard of. No, not needed. Just wanted to tell you about him. Oh, well, I appreciate it. Well, if you're not sure, you can go ahead and throw it up because I got time. I was going to go to about 11 and that'll take me there. Once I get through that song and assuming it's a shorter song, that and then Pop's last song. But up to you. Let me throw this away. Oh, might be label problems. Okay, I gotcha. Then I'll have to just check it out another time then. I appreciate it though. I love the suggestions. Okay, so now we're on to Pop's song, last song of the night. Matt Cardle, It's Only Love. And again, we've heard Matt Cardle once. I don't recall exactly what the song was, but we have heard him one other time. Oh, Starlight, it popped up. It's Only Love is this song. Last song was Starlight. Wait a minute. 1 second. That music video looks familiar. It's not... I think I know what it is. Okay, yeah. The reason I'm thinking that the music video looks familiar is because I believe it's Barnes Courtney, I believe he has a music video for Fire that looks kind of similar. Yeah, he's like walking through the desert or something. Anyways, though, we'll get to this track. We don't need to listen to that one right now. It's Only Love charted at 175 in the UK, which was shockingly low for a recent X Factor winner. This wasn't just a matter of the song, it was the fallout of a parting ways from Simon Cowell. Oh, my boy Simon. The less budget, radio support, no major label marketing machine behind it. The single didn't reach the audience it might have understood. Okay, I getcha. It took me a second to comprehend what that was. Anyways, let's get into it.
It's a kick in the head, so close your eyes. Some say it's dead, but we're alive, and it has no use anymore. It's a losing game that I won't play. I know full well it isn't here to stay. It has no
just gonna be like Forrest Gump, where he's running and has everybody behind him.
You'll be alright, 'cause did you think it would hold you? Did you think it would carry you? Did you think it would save you? Did you think you would see it through? It's only love. It's only love. Don't let it push you to your knees. You don't have to fall. Lean on me. It has no use anymore. Just get a hold of your heart and set it on fire. You don't need it now. You'll be alright, 'cause did you think it would hold you? Did you think it would carry you? Did you think it would save you? Did you think you would see it through? It's only love. It's
We get a nice little choir up in here.
did you think it would hold you? Did you think it would carry you? Did you think it would save you? Did you think you would see it through? It's only love. It's only love.
All right, let me pause it here. I really like this song. I was a little worried at first because for like the first 20 or 30 seconds, I was like, eh. But then when he really started picking up on the vocals, I'm like, okay. Like, I knew immediately the guy was talented, but I wasn't sure if I was gonna, like, if his vocals were compatible with what I like. But the more that the song picked up, I really, really was getting into him. They grew on me a lot. He's hitting these high notes like no other. He's doing a really, really good job with that. And it's also very, very catchy. And I like the concept of the music video too, where it's like they're all kind of being forced out of these relationships and then they're kind of joining up in this walk. Like I said, it's very reminiscent of the Forrest Gump scene where he's running across the country, or he's just like running in general. And then all the people start like running with him behind him. It feels very, very reminiscent of that. What's up, Harris? Do you know who Moise Kian is? I am not familiar with that. I don't even know if I said the name right, but I've never heard of him. He also was dealing with blowback from negative comments about X Factor. The public saw him as ungrateful. Ripperoni. I was rereading the other comment really quick. Yeah, that is very unfortunate, especially because the song goes crazy. Anyways, we'll get back to it. We got a minute left.
It won't hold you, it won't carry you, it won't save you, it won't see you through. It's only love. It's only love. Did you think it would hold you? Did you think it would carry you? Did you think it would save you? Did you think you would see it through? It's only love. It's only
Those choir, like the choir elements in this song are also really, really good. Yeah, I really like that song. I think it's so catchy, and the vocals are just so good. And then when you add in the little choir bits, and I don't know, it's very, very good though. And like the production doesn't really get too crazy outside of the added in choir, but I mean, past that, it doesn't need to be. I think this is one of the songs where it's really relying on the catchiness of the chorus and the just vocal, and I think that's fine. Some songs, it's better to strip back the production a little more to really let the vocal shine. If you've got a really good vocalist, I think that works better. Sometimes you don't even need a good vocalist though. Point being, I'm not saying Bon Iver isn't a good vocalist, but with Creeks, that song, it's like pure auto-tune. So it's not even like you're listening to the vocals, you're just listening to auto-tune, and that's like the entire song. So there's definitely good examples of that out there as well. Yeah, perfect song to end the night on. I really enjoyed that. People can be so weird. That's facts, Jessica. Also, let me... Where's my... I need a notepad, because I was going to write down those bands that you put up. Hopefully I'll remember to check them out, but hopefully this will help me remember that. Let's see. Let me get a pencil or pen. Okay, it was Miu Mas, or however the hell I'm supposed to say that. And what was the other one? Rebel Bucket. Yeah, and if you think of any songs that you aren't like confident will get the live stream taken down, then go ahead and bring them up next week. All right, there we go. My handwriting isn't legible and it's going to be backwards on this, but I did write them down. All right, anyways though, I will be here next week at Saturday night, 9 p.m. Central Time, as per usual. If anything changes, I'll make sure to leave an announcement on my community tab on YouTube and the Discord, as per usual as well. Love to see all the new faces tonight. Love to see all the usuals and regulars as well. A lot of good music tonight. A lot of good stuff for sure. And anyways, I'll go ahead and leave it there. So have a great night or day wherever you are, and I will see you later. Bye-bye.